Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTS episode is Mean Seasons, which I feel like there's some things that I don't know what's going on to where the title makes sense. I'm not going to do research to find out what it means. But yeah, that's the title. So it starts off, there's this fashion show going on, and all these beautiful women are showing off these both ridiculous and beautiful dresses, and then a woman comes in with a very lovely figure and like a kind of a maybe a ceramic white mask, like so you can't see any of her facial features. And Magic Mike goons. I mean, they're just in black pants, black shoes, white uh, bracelets, wrist cufflinks, a collar, a black bow tie, and then a shirtless, just completely jacked, shirtless, handsome devils too. They all got long, luxurious hair, um, which I never get that with like goons because there is one scene later on where a goon is like out in the open and it's just like you're not hiding, so anybody in the I'll explain later. So anyway, they crash the party. Well, not party, the modeling dress that runway, yeah, whatever, and they kidnap the woman in charge of it all. Um, so what happens? Oh yes, so later on, the Batman he's going to an auto show, and as he's pulling in, he sees one of the. I kind of do wonder like how he found that out because he wasn't there the first time they showed up. So I'm just like, Batman, are you just gonna like be suspicious about every good-looking shirtless man? I mean, to be fair, the good-looking shirtless kind of narrows it down. But I feel like if some guy, some like unlucky bastard, was just going for a walk, he'd just see Batman coming out of nowhere, fucking nail the guy and tackle him to the ground. Oh yes, yes, yes. Also, the first time she committed the kidnapping, she left a random calendar with a date circled. So, like April 3rd or something to that avail. So now it's at the auto show, and Bruce, he's about to pull in, and he sees like an attractive shirtless guy. He's like, Alfred, pull around. I gotta go as Batman. So the woman, she does show up again, causing a whole bunch of chaos, and then she kidnaps the man in charge of all of it before getting away. So Batman, she also leaves a random month with a date circled as well. So Batman, he takes those two dates back to the Batcave and has Barbara analyze it, and he's like, run a uh, cross check between like the last 20 years on what these dates have in common. And it turns out there was a model who was fired she was fired from the modeling agency, and she was fired for the auto commercial, like the commercial doings, I guess. She was fired from both those days, and it was this, I can't remember her name. They call her the calendar girl. um, but she was absolutely beautiful, but by the time she turned 30, things kind of fizzled out. So they did learn, after interrogating another guy who used to work for her, that by the time she turned 30, a lot of people just like kind of pushed her out, and then they they like pushed her to a sitcom show that had her on, but it was only very briefly because she got fired because the producer wanted like a younger demographic. So it's the night of this producer's company's like unveiling for the next streamline of series, and it all focused on like young people. One which actually sounded really hilarious. It was called Teen Cop, and it's about this like, I don't know, maybe a 13-year-old kid, the street gang with the yo-yo-yos and the skateboarding and radical bra, like, and he's just a cop. I'm just like, man, I want to see those kooky shenanigans. Um, so she comes, she crashes the party, she abducts like the big head honcho of it all, and fight breaks out. Batman and Batgirl are there. It's kind of pointless. They get away. So later on, Batgirl, she calls Batman and she's like, "Hey, Batman! Turns out that there's this abandoned warehouse because God forbid there's not an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned park or an abandoned like." I would really love to see a scale model of Gotham City and just like look at all the property that has been used that got abandoned. So she's like, hey, so she still owns this one empty lot, and I feel like that's where she's keeping all her kidnapped victims, which is right. So she's literally about to chop all their heads off because, like, she has a big ass scythe, and the reason for it was she just felt so betrayed just because she was aging, and she said she took um, all these medicines, all these plastic surgeries. She was starving herself. She was exercising to the point of no relief, but she just couldn't be at the level that she was. So Batman comes in, so does Batgirl, and they fight everybody, and the day is saved. And at the end, Harvey takes off his her mask because he's like, "Oh, well, your Miranda rights don't cover this, so here we go." And this is the most heartbreaking part because when the mask comes off, she is a damn fine woman, and then when she sees herself in the mirror, she just starts breaking down into tears because like all she can see is just the flaws and not the beauty that she has. And I'm like, God damn, girl, like, calm down. You're like, I don't know, 50 or something, and you could pass for 25. Let's ease it up. You're a little milf, I'll tell you what. But yeah, it's kind of a sad story. Just this person not being able to cope with aging properly. Um, but it wasn't anything to really go crazy at. Like there weren't really any good jokes. There action set. Oh wait. There was one action set piece at the auto park on their way. Like they were chasing after the lady. I don't know how the hell this happened or what have you. Or no, it was after the movie studio, not the car lot, the movie studio, and as Batman is after the calendar girl, him and Batgirl are ambushed by a giant robotic T Rex, and it's so over the top and badass. I think really the writers and uh, directors they're like, let's just have Batman fight a dinosaur. I don't really care how we do it, but let's have him fight a dinosaur in this show. So I don't know how the hell Calendar Girl even got access to the controls, but it's a really fun fight, and Batman ends up like pulling a big ass billboard over it to destroy it properly. But I mean, hell, I forgot about it, and I just watched the episode. So I mean, it's not a one or two. It's not horrible. It's definitely not a seven. So anywhere from like a three to a six. I'm gonna count six off. So anywhere between a three to a five, and she's just a straight up tragedy. Like you can't help but feel bad for the woman, but she is kind of loony still. But she is hot, so that also helps. I mean, everybody knows. Come on, you gotta go a little easy on the hot ones. So I'm trying to think. I really am trying to think. Like I don't really have anything that negative or that positive to say about the show. So I think I'll just give it an even Steven 4 out of 7. Just it certainly exists and it did a fine job at what it wanted to do. So yeah,